Good evening and thanks for joining us out here in Montana's Crazy Mountains. I'm Andrea Lutz. It's one of the most iconic and dramatic sites in the state. It's also the scene of a high-stakes land deal stirring division over what's public versus private.
The deal was finalized in January. The Crazy Mountain Land Exchange swaps 10 Forest Service parcels for 11 private ones, adding over 2,200 acres of public land near the Crazy Mountains in Madison Range. The Yellowstone Club, a key Montana stakeholder, called the agreement an honor to be a part of, highlighting how it unlocks and consolidates 30 miles of public land into one block and creates a new 40-mile looped trail.
Opponents of the land deal say it's going to open the gates for private development. However, the Forest Service defends the deal, saying if anything, it's going to open up more public access. Tonight, we look at both sides as opponents and proponents go head to head.
High in the Crazy Mountains.
You know, they're very sacred to many of us.
The past still shapes the present.
Basically, I'm born and raised here in Montana, 5 generations.
For Brad Wilson, these peaks are home.
But my grandfather over on the west side, he did a lot for the loggers over there. And doggone, I got to tell you this, he also ran moonshine on those trails.
But he says the future looks nothing like the past.
It's our rich man's playground, and we are not even allowed to hunt here hardly anymore. It's getting tougher and tougher.
As founder of Friends of the Crazy Mountains, he opposes the East Side Land Exchange.
We're losing the sweetgrass access point, which is critical. This new trail they're proposing is not for hunters. It's for, I'm going to say it publicly, it is for mountain biking, and it's engineered as such. I know they're going to disagree with that, but you can look at the fine print and see as well.
With 40 years at the U.S. Forest Service,
I was 47 when I arrived here.
Mary Erickson brings a different perspective.
When we take on a land exchange, we don't say, is this in the interest of the landowner, and therefore it's compelling. We say, is there enough public interest in this? I love that country.
After 2 land swaps on the west and south sides, Mary turned her focus east.
In the sweetgrass drainage, the access is exactly as it is now. That has been permissive since the 70s. So people may be frustrated that the Forest Service didn't defend that, but that ship sailed decades ago.
Before retiring, she saw the Yellowstone Club's smooth negotiations in the Crazies, while also expanding its Big Sky footprint.
They had the time then to meet with all the landowners together. They also then had a property with Smeller Lake, and in this exchange, they donated that parcel.
Wilson sees the club's involvement as a problem, especially after its owner surprised many by buying up the Crazy Mountain Ranch on the west side.
We were told, too, that they had no interest in developing this. Really? How come we got a new golf course? How come we got new buildings being built? We got new lodges being built, putting an airstrip in. You're telling me they're not going to develop this? They already are.
For Mary, opening access and reducing conflict is the very definition of progress.
The Crazies has a long history of how the Forest Service and neighbors have worked together, and also a long history of disputes about access and management between the Forest Service and private landowners, and sometimes between the public and private landowners.
But Wilson fears of what comes next.
And folks, we're fighting an issue that's going every day. We're losing pieces and pieces and pieces. Every day as we're talking right now, we're losing. Somebody rich is throwing gates up.
2 people bound by the same mountains, but divided over how to protect